Hey, this is Gus from Relay, and this is the demo of QR codes in Formstack, a solution for touchless in-person electronic forms. Now, the problem that we're trying to solve is that even though a lot of healthcare organizations and businesses have moved over to electronic forms, there always seems to be some form that needs to be filled out during a patient visit or an appointment. And so to solve that, we wanted to give practitioners the ability to generate QR codes for pre-filled forms coming from Salesforce so that a patient can use their own mobile device to fill out a form on site rather than use a shared tablet. The process is pretty simple. We use Formstack and Salesforce. Obviously with Formstack we're using the auto-generated pre-filled URLs on contact records, and on the Salesforce side we've developed Lightning Web Components to render QR codes, and then flows and platform events, which allows us to select a remote display like a tablet to send the QR code to, so that you can have multiple locations where QR codes can be displayed and generated for any given patient. The flow is quite easy. The first thing is that a receptionist, after greeting a patient, would be able to find the contact record of that particular individual and select the form that they want that patient to fill out. When they do that, a QR code is generated and sent to a remote display. That could be a tablet or another mobile phone or a screen. And the patient then can scan that QR code and fill out the form that was being requested. Now, how that looks like in Salesforce is quite easy. First, I've actually embedded the QR display right onto this contact screen so we could just visualize it. But this would be located on a tablet or another device that is visible to the patient that needs to fill it out. But we launch this process with an action that invokes a flow. And the first thing that the user is going to be able to do is select the display that they want to send that QR code to, for example, reception display number 1. And then they can select one of the forms that has already been built out for them. So for example, a COVID-19 acknowledgement form. And when we do that, it will generate a QR code and display that QR code on that display. In addition to that, we also have some capabilities around hiding the QR code so that it's only visible for a short amount of time and only to that particular patient. If we take a look, those QR codes are coming from URL fields on the contact record that have been pre-populated by the Formstack app. So if we just take a look at an example here, let's say that we needed Josh to fill it out. We're going to send that COVID form to the display. And at that point, we're going to be able to scan it with our phone and open the link. And so as we can see, this is a nice, easy way for patients to be able to engage in filling out electronic forms without having to use a shared device.